Hey people of VC and Tim, DJ Highnoon. This is my entry into your 300 subs 1 year of doing this stuff video. I will leave a link to Tim's channel below. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with his channel. He always comes across as the nicest person I have probably ever met. Beautifully, softly spoken, always sounds like he doesn't have a care in the world or could get through any situation just by sort of sitting back and sticking on a record and chilling out. So do check out his channel. So you had two questions, and with your easygoing nature you made them as easygoing as you possibly could, which first off I kind of appreciated, but then it made it really hard to actually narrow down what needs to be done. I like being told what to do. It makes my life a lot easier. But your first question was to show 5 records or whatever on a common theme, the theme of our choice. And that's where I kind of got stuck. It's like, what theme am I going to choose? Well, I chose me. Why not? Greg the Egg, Blackmore Rules, always refers to me as Cloudy, Stormy Milder. So I thought I would pick out 5 records that are cloudy and stormy. Let's dive in. First one, have some Manowar. Now, Manowar are a band who I avoided like the plague back in the 80s, probably because of, this kind of outfit. Just thought they were way too up their own arse to be any good. And what I've realised 30 plus years later is they are way too up their arse, and they are really good. I love Manowar now. It's just, take them at face value, it is just really good metal. But here we have Cloudy Scene and Storm and Lightning. So all these albums are going to be a bit cloudy and a bit stormy with lightning on them. Number 2, some Wrathchild America. Now, this is a band I think they normally get lumped in the thrash metal bracket, but I think they're more on the speed traditional metal myself. But not only is this poor guy climbing the walls and lost in the maze, the storm is coming. And he's only got a t-shirt on. Should have brought a coat with him. What do you say? Black Sabbath, Live Evil. Pretty dark and stormy night on the cover of this album. I do like this live album. It's Dio era Black Sabbath. I think there's 17 songs on it if I remember rightly, and 9 of them are Dio era and 8 of them are Ozzy era. And I like hearing Dio sing the Ozzy stuff. Obviously it's not as, the Ozzy stuff sounds better with Ozzy, and the Dio stuff obviously sounds better with Dio. But I like hearing when a singer changes how they get on with the back catalogue, and I think he does a pretty good job. And I always thought it was quite sort of telling that there were 9 Dio songs and 8 Ozzy era songs, and he had just to put the edge on the Dio side because he was singing on them. But there we go, that's my album number 3. Album number 4, we've got some Japanese metal here. This is Earth Shaker and Midnight Flight, and it's a very dark, stormy night. The rain's come down and the lightning is forking through the skies. Yeah, good album. It's not bit more melodic side than maybe straight up heavy metal, but there's a kind of a mixture of English sung songs and Japanese lyrics on here as well. Really good album, like that one. And my last one on my cloudy and stormy theme, always got to have a bit of Iron Maiden, haven't we? So if you look at Iron Maiden covers, certainly up to here at least, there's a cloudy scene. They're nearly always outside, and there are clouds involved in the a lot of the pictures. But this is the first one I think I found that had lightning on it as well to make it a proper stormy night. So here we have a futuristic London town. So let's see, Tower Bridge being the only recognisable landmark. I did wonder why they maybe didn't have keep the Millenium Wheel there, which is such a major landmark around there in London now. But this was released in 2000, and probably it was brand new then, wasn't it, being the Millenium Wheel? So maybe this picture was done a bit before that, and they hadn't got the memo. There we go. That's my 5 cloudy, stormy themed albums for you. Question 2 was all about lyrics, and again, any lyrics and any specific meaning they have for you. And thinking about this, I kind of realised that I don't really... lyrics of songs don't really spring to mind as being influential or make me feel a particular way. It's there were a couple, and I picked them out, and when I actually read them and thought, if I'm going to read them out on this video, to me it kind of completely lost the context if it didn't have the music with it, and it didn't have the vocalist style of singing as well. And when I just read them as words, they just didn't seem to have the same kind of ring to it and the same kind of feel to it. So I kind of like lyrics that are maybe a little bit different, interesting, funny at times, dark at times as well, and just really kind of good rhymes to them. So I've picked out a few here. I kind of had to really think about this and think about what I was going to show. So it's a bit of a hodgepodge. The first one is from Suicidal Tendencies album, and it's the lyrics for the song I Saw Your Mommy. And not because I've seen anyone's mommy being knocked over by a car or anything that I feel the lyrics mean something to me, but I just think it's quite a good rhyme. And the first verse goes along the lines of, yesterday as I went out the house, I saw her body lying down as quiet as a mouse. She was lying face down in the sewer. I got up close and realised that I knew her. All her organs coming from her inside, slashed up skin, sliced up hide. I turned her over and saw the tyre tracks on her head. That's when I realised she was dead. And I like that. That's poetry for me. So that'll be my first one. My second one is, again, it's another whole verse, and there's 2 verses on this song which I absolutely love, and I've always loved because I just think it's just such a good rhyme, really. And that's Women in Uniform by Iron Maiden. I can't remember this, so this is a cover song. I can't remember who did the original, but I know Iron Maiden changed the lyrics slightly for their version of the song. So I'm going to read out the Iron Maiden version just in case. So there are 2 verses in particular, and one of them is, coming back to London on a 747, stewardess made me feel like I'm in heaven. Looked up the aisle, see what I could see. She leaned over, said, give it to me. And then, Commando raid on the Lebanese border. Sergeant Anita, she gives the order. Khaki jacket Ella, love gun. Baby, I surrender, let's have some fun. And I've always loved those verses. They just they always make me smile when I hear them. And the last one, and the reason for the title of this video, is it's from Marilyn Manson from the Antichrist Superstar album. Now, Marilyn Manson is a band I was late to the party on. Actually, I could use this one in Darcy's thread response. So forget I just said that then, and then sound surprised when I bring it up when I do that response video. There's a song on here called Irresponsible Hate Anthem, and this time it's not a verse. This time it is just one line, and it just rings so true in so many situations. And that line is, I wasn't born with enough middle fingers. Because there are some times when you just really want to stick your middle finger up at someone or something, and 2 just isn't enough. You really wish you had a lot more, so then you just have to keep putting it up over and over again just just to make yourself feel a bit better. Or I do anyway. I'm sure you don't, Tim, because you're such a nice bloke. But there we go. That's my entry for your contest, Tim. Congratulations on 300 well deserved. Keep making the videos. I find them very, very entertaining, and I for one don't fall asleep to your voice, although it is very calm and soothing. Thanks for watching. Check out Tim's channel. See you again soon.